Hey guys, before we start this video, if you're looking for a great place to pre-order your Legacy Thunder Megazord, may I suggest BigBadToyStore.com? I've been using them for years and honestly there's no better place for me to pre-order, just order Power Rangers action figures, morphers, Zords, anything of that sorts than them. Link is in the description down below if you guys want to check them out.
Alright, so Chris wanted me to review what was inside this bag. That's right. He didn't get to you yet. Well, this usually isn't my forte, but let's do it. What's up guys, it's Will, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Power Rangers Dino Charge 12-inch Gold Ranger figure. And I know the first question you're asking yourself, Will, what are you doing here? It's Chris' channel. Yeah, I know, but he already did Villain Fury in the last review, and I'm going to occasionally be popping in every now and then in some reviews just to give you my opinions just on a few things. So that way it doesn't get boring. Me and Chris are going to be switching off every now and then. So today, you're going to hear my thoughts on the Gold Ranger figure. And start off with the packaging. Packaging is pretty much the same as the last one. It's in the, the standard box or whatever. It has that little plastic peg or hook on the top, so if you hang figures, I guess that's cool. Chris said these are stackable figures too, so that's a thing too. If you like stacking boxes on top of boxes on top of boxes, that's always fun. You got a nice stock photo of Gold Ranger right here on the side, the weapon is on the side as well. The back features another stock photo of the Gold Ranger up at the top with a lovely Ross sticker for $7.99, which is how much Chris picked up this figure for. The rest of the bottom of the packaging just plugs the other figures in the line, which would be red, blue, green, and black Dino Charge Rangers, and Villain Fury, of course. Also has a plug for the app, so, because that's still a thing, yeah. Even though it never gets updated, just saying. Alright you guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the figure detail-wise. As far as the details that need to be there, it's pretty much all there. It's just missing like just one or two things here and there. It's mostly the morpher, the back of the figure, really, that is missing most of everything. You got his little chest piece right here, of course. It should be yellow, it should be filled in, of course, and then just like little blue accents throughout. But overall, it's not bad. It's a fairly good build too. It's not too muscled out. There is muscle definition in there, but it isn't over exaggerated. It is a bit of a lankier figure. I don't know what they do. I always call these nutcracker figures just because I don't know what it is. Something about the way they make them look, they just look really just like long and nutcracker-like. So yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I think maybe it's just when you look at it directly facing forward, but every other angle it looks totally normal, it looks totally fine. It's just like when you're looking at it straight on, it is kind of off-putting at first, let's just say that. The morpher is a little bit weird. It should be sticking out a little bit more prominently than it is on the figure, but it's not too bad. They just slimmed it down a little bit just so that way it could all fit in the packaging, of course, because when he's packaged, his arm is turned like this, so that way he can fit in the packaging properly. So, but yeah, that's pretty much as far as details. Articulation on this guy, it's very basic articulation on these figures in general. His head is on a ball joint, it appears. It goes up and down, and it does do a 360 kind of. His chin kind of goes along the rim of his collar piece, so I mean that's a thing. He can't turn his head all the way around, but it does get caught in the collar piece, so just keep that in mind. Shoulder is on a rotation joint, just goes completely around. Hands, they rotate at the glove cuff right here, so they go completely around 180. Both hands do the same thing. And then as far as the legs just have a basic up and down movement. They don't even really, I mean they can kind of go back a little, but only very slightly. But yeah, so as far as articulation, it's very much non-existent in this figure. Pretty much non-existent. It does exist, but yeah, it's just very basic. Which is the point of these figures is not articulation. For comparison, here he is next to the Action Hero Gold Ranger figure. Just so you guys can get a little idea of what those two look like next to each other. And he does also come with his sword, his little Terra sword thingy. It's sculpted very well. Doesn't have any paint on it, can't really expect that. But it doesn't look bad. And he holds it fairly well. I feel like his hand is molded like slightly too tightly for it, but you know, with a little bit of effort, you know, you get a sword in there, and he holds it fairly nicely. And that's pretty much all you got with this guy. The sword it does fit in both hands, so if you want to put it in the left hand for some reason, you can do that too. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as this figure. There really isn't a whole lot to say. These figures are fairly basic. I will say he's really hollow. These normally retail for about $9.99, $10 at most retailers if you're looking at Walmart, Target, Kmart, places like that. That's typically the price you're going to find him at, and honestly, I really don't think he's worth the $10 price tag. He's kind of worth the $8 price tag when found at Ross, but only barely for me. To me, the playability isn't there, especially in a line where for just like $1 more or even the same price, when you compare the price at other stores, you can get the Action Hero figure, which has a lot more articulation than this figure. So I understand the point of these figures isn't, you know, posing necessarily. It's just kind of a thing just so you can give your kid a nice big action figure of their favorite ranger or whatever. But yeah, to me, my personal opinion is I really can't really recommend this. If you're a collector, I definitely can't recommend this. If you're maybe a parent and your kid's really into Dino Charge and you know how abusive they are with their toys, like pretty much every child is, I can see that. I can see you getting them this figure in that case, just because, you know, this thing is hollow, but it's also very sturdy. So I don't see this breaking particularly easy. So I imagine it can take a pretty good beating from a 4-year-old. So, which I guess at the end of the day is the point of these figures. So, anyways guys, that's my thoughts on the 12-inch Gold Ranger figure. I hope you enjoyed my take on this line of figures. And, you know, stay tuned. I might be around for more, I'll probably be around for more stuff. But, you know, make sure you guys like the video, you know, leave a comment, let us know things that you'd like to see next, or what your opinions are on the figure. Of course, make sure you subscribe to Ranger Reviewer so that way you can see more of Chris's videos that he's going to be putting out. Make sure you also follow us on various social media. We have all the links in the description below. And also, if you want to pick up a figure just like this one, you can also check out BigBadToyStore.com. We'll leave a link to them in the description below, so that way you guys can get one straight from there and not have to worry about finding a Toys R Us or a Walmart or anything like that, because that's always fun. So, until the next review, you guys, I will see you later. Peace, love, and Zordon.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like what you saw, leave a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button down below. To my right over here, as you can see, is a previous video that I already uploaded, and to my left over here, if available, please click it. It's a preview of what's to come, so stay tuned.
Even Titanus wasn't that much.
It was 200, and then as time went on, I think it's gonna do the same thing. Like we touched upon this yesterday when off camera. Was the
and I guess I don't know, maybe Power Rangers is just like kind of like a coping mechanism for all the change that was kind of happening in my life. And you know, granted it was different, but you know, it was